Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Now, I know I've recorded these before, but I'm not quite used to the settings on my H6. It's a glorious piece of kit, but something that still manages to confuse me. So, what have we got? Well, we've got Countermeasures. Yes, that ITC series that got cancelled in black and white, then was brought back in the 70s, just like the New Avengers, and it was a spin-off of Doctor Who made in 1987. Oh, hang on, no. See, Countermeasures was never real. Big Finish have made it real. They've made it so real that it's perhaps my favourite of the spin-off series. I just adore Countermeasures. I've grown to love the characters, and whenever I watch the old Daleks story with them in, I'm always surprised that Toby's not there. Now this is the 70s. And what have you got? Disco androids. Oh yeah, the Movelans are here in Story 1. Which is great. Because Story 2, which is weirdly a secondary release, although they're both out at the same time, they're separate discs, separate sets, and you need them both to enjoy the story to its full. Because if you're a fan of the Movelans, the chances are you're a fan of the Daleks, and you want both of these stories, so not having them both in one box set does strike me as a bit odd. But cash-wise, they both come in at the same price as one standard double CD, so I can kind of live with that. Is this perhaps the end of Countermeasures? Or does it always feel like the end when it comes to Countermeasures? Yes. Here's the synopsis for the first story. Arch foe of the Intrusion Counter-Measures Group, Lady Suzanne Clare, glamorous international arms dealer specialising in alien tech, is back, and she's branching out. She's now moved into technology and is rolling out a device designed to help out with the chores in the house. As the launch date looms, Rachel Jensen and her team are determined to find out what she's really up to and stop her. What do these devices actually do? What exactly is her latest plan? And what exactly does all this have to do with the insidious alien menace? It's time for a home invasion. Now, I'm going to be reviewing both of these at once, because obviously the Movelans are used in Story 1, but it's practically a two-parter, because Story 2 has got the Daleks in it. Now, the Daleks on the front aren't the Daleks from the Movellan story. They're the current Daleks, which admittedly threw me a bit. But you've got Lady Suzanne, who is played by one of the characters from Survivors, and we're trying not to think about Survivors at the moment on the grounds that, well, arguably we're living it. So here's the synopsis for this. After the Movellan attack, the Countermeasures team discover that key scientists who helped the Movellans are being murdered. Rachel Jensen realises it's the Daleks. Soon, the team finds itself in the middle of a desperate war between Daleks and Movellans. As casualties mount, the Daleks plan to explode a bomb to wipe out the Movellans. Unfortunately, it would also destroy all life on Earth. Rachel finds herself struggling to defuse the bomb. As the clock ticks down, the stakes are high, and this time not everyone will make it out alive. And whether they do or not, that's, well, up to anyone to listen to. I'm not going to give you spoilers. What I am going to say is together, these make one cracking story. There's no seams, there's no joins, the writers have worked together impeccably, and as far as I'm concerned, it's just a cracking release. Ideal for that retro feel for a show that never was. Like BritBox, only better. Here's the trailers, I'll let you decide for yourself, and I'll speak to you all very soon, probably about Doctor Who. Be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions.
Lady Clare.
Lady Suzanne Clare.
The new Countermeasures, the Movellan Maneuver.
She's back, and she's branched out.
They took the robo-helper with them.
Of course they did. Things are turning out very well, aren't they?
Well, what are we waiting for, Gilmore? Shoot her!
I can't shoot Rachel.
She's lifted Alison 2 feet off the ground and is throttling her in midair.
You see, you four have no idea how much of a thorn in my side you've been over the past few years.
What are you planning? Shall I show you?
You've interfered.
Call in the troops. We're being invaded.
You've meddled.
That is what we offer.
You've prevented me from making all manner of lucrative deals.
Hold your fire! Someone's coming out!
Without ever realizing I was involved.
Open fire!
They found us! Run!
Robo-helper, destroy them!
Big Finish. We love stories.
Maybe, but I have this awful feeling we've missed something.
From Big Finish Productions,
There's something about these deaths that's familiar.
the new Countermeasures, the Dalek Gambit.
He's dead. Someone shot him with a high-power weapon and it didn't even leave a mark.
3 of the names in our list, all top robotics experts, have been killed in similar circumstances in the last 24 hours.
You must help me retrieve the remaining Movellans from the factory and return to my ship.
So you can leave?
Yes.
That explosion came from the front of the building.
And I think I know what might be responsible. Oh, sometimes I just hate being right.
Leave our planet now, or I'll destroy each and every one of you.
Never underestimate me again.
You will be exterminated!
Oh, your gun, stop it.
I doubt it. But we'll go down fighting.
Is this how it ends?
Chin up, old girl.
I know what I'm doing. I just need to concentrate.
Give her some room.
Come on, Rachel.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Dalek, look out!
Exterminate!
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.